Hello, I'm Rebel. Welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to look at every single contract and I'm going to rate them easiest to hardest. Now, granted, ether extractors. So, hold on, I'm going to get whacked. Couldn't leave me alone for 5 seconds, could you? No, they're not going to leave me alone. Right, hold on. Right, so yes, we're going to look at every single contract, and I'm going to try and rate them easiest to hardest. We're going to try and do that in game. Now, obviously, it depends which tier you're in to how hard it's going to be. I've clocked it at 8 contracts, so ether extractor. Yeah, and we're going to try and get those done all in one game. Now, I was going to try and do them all in the tier 2 region. So we've got defend ground stations, ether extractors, deliver cargo there, and a HVT. We've also got an escort, outlast. Okay, that's a good place to start. So let's go and get some missions done. Yeah. So obviously, when doing missions, you know, it is going to depend greatly on what you bring in with you. A good rule of thumb is, you know, if you're blue and single packer punched, you know, I'd stay in the tier 1 area. But if you're purple and single packer punched when you first come in, you can go straight into the tier 2. If you're purple and double packed, that's how I always like to come in. Purple and double packed, and I can go straight into tier 3 with this shotgun. I mean, obviously it depends on your weapon as well. So first on our list is going to be. Let's go over here and do this.
Marking contract.
I mean, obviously it's going to obviously depend on what perks you bring in and everything else, but we're just going to look at the actual difficulty of each contract and maybe a slight challenge to myself to get each contract done in one game, you know. Now, did I bring in speed color? Yeah, I would have. Oh, this Legacy Fortress. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. But yeah, so we're going to try and do all these missions in the tier 2 area. Jesus. Right, I'm not driving that thing, fucking thing. Right. You know, I've really found that in some games are more difficult than others. Sometimes you come in and it's just easy peasy, and other games you come in and the zombies are rabid, you know, absolutely feral. Right, so this is an ether extraction. It's worth 3 grand. And you're on a timer. If I had to rate this in difficulty, I'd say this is one of the hardest ones. You know, there's 5 of them, and you get 3 minutes to do it. Oh my god! Anything that involves mercenaries is going to be tough. I mean, there's a helicopter coming in there. Right, let's do this one here. Having an ether blade is an absolute must if you're going to do these. He's got a grenade next to me. And as you can see, right, we're gonna do this methodically. So I'd have to say this is the hardest one to do, and trust me to pick this one first. The sheer amount of mercenaries is absolutely ridiculous. And for the sake of $3,000, I'd avoid this one like the plague. I really would. It's not undoable. I mean, we're going to do it. We've got time. But hey, right next to me. Oh. But yeah, I mean, just gonna hit this one. Oh, there. Grenade. At any time now. Yeah. I got you. Right, so. Yeah. We'll have a bit of that, and we might as well have that. So what's next? Alright, we've got to defend the ground station. Looks like I'm going to try the two hardest first. So ether extractor is worth $3,000. I've got to jot that down somewhere. And it takes a while. Well, it takes 3 minutes. That's the time you got. So I mean, it has a time limit on it. It takes 3 minutes to do. So we're going to do defend the ground station. So once you activate, this is another one with mercenaries, and it's worth $3,000 as well. So activating the ground stations is quite straightforward. You just activate all three, and then there's a central control panel, and the mercenaries will spawn in, and you defend it. I mean, it is what it is, you know. Right, stop shooting zombies. But it's more like the time it takes to do a mission and earn that $3,000, or get lost finding your way about. But yeah, I mean, oh, there's a little thing here. These are amazing. Always, if you ever see one of those, always go and have a have a poke at that. Right, defend the ground station. I'll do one. These boys are on it today. Right. So basically, once you activate the thing, you then have a timer, and you. What the hell? Just go away. Hopefully, some of these zombies will take on the mercenaries, but I doubt it. I've never done this one before. I mean, I've done this one, but not in this exact location. I avoid these like the plague. Luckily, the ether blade will cut through riot shielders like butter. But yeah, the machine has a health bar. You know, it's on 99 now, and I tell you what, there's been times when I've had to back off from this one and just let it explode. Those hardened ones, they are hardcore, I tell you. But yeah, if I was you, I would avoid any contracts that involve mercenaries, especially the defend the ground station and extract the ether contract. They are incredibly difficult. I mean, if you're in a squad, probably not a problem. And if you're properly geared up for it, if you're properly geared up, then it certainly makes it easier. But yeah, as a rule, I do not do these contracts. I mean, if it wasn't for the ether knife, I'd really be struggling right now. Those riot shield guys are super, super tough.
Watch west. Make them feel welcome.
I mean, that was someone was shooting me with a RPG. Uh-oh. Okay, so that was pretty good. Oh, jug suit. Go on then. Actually, what was that? Right. So, what's next on our list? We've got. Right, we've done those. We've done those. We might as well do this then. We'll do deliver cargo, which a lot of people say are the easiest. Certainly is in tier 3. They're definitely the easiest. Go away. Yeah, in the tier 3 zone, the deliver cargo is certainly the easiest because it's the quickest. You know, it's a really short route, and once you know the route, it's really easy to do. So this one's worth 3 grand as well. Now, oh great, it's a freaking mercenary stronghold, mercenary camp. What the hell? Right. So time-wise, I mean, in the tier 2 zone, you've got a bit longer way to go. My advice is always my advice: stick to the roads. Might take you a little bit longer, but it'll be worth it. So I'm going to take my advice there. I normally go the train tracks and then cut through, but it might take a little bit longer. But if you get stuck even for 1 second, that helicopter will absolutely destroy you. You're much better off like sticking to the roads, going full pelt, avoid hitting zombies. Don't want to run over too many zombies. And and yeah, but like I say, you know, 3 grand. I mean, even though this is a further distance, I'll say this is a lot shorter than ether extractors or defend the ground stations. I mean, I hate to repeat myself, but I would avoid doing those at all costs. Unless you want a bit of fun and you've got an ether blade like I did. Right, so that's another one. I mean, that was pretty quick, you know? That was fast. That was fast. Right, what else we got then? Raid weapon stash or spore control? Either one. Let's do a spore. So spore contracts again. Not my favourite, but I've got to remember which ones I've done. Right, we've done that. We've done that, and we've done that, and we're doing that. Okay. Right.
We sent that squad in with an ether inhibitor after detecting some cyclonic aberration.
So let's just stow these. Right. So I've got them all. There's 3, so I'm going to do all 3 that are close to me.
right time.
Remember, the zombie's like an ex-wife. Never turn your back on him. Right, so that's the first 3. There's always 6. This one's worth 3 grand as well. Oh, these 3 are like really far apart, but we'll just, I think we'll put them down in order like this: 1, 2, 3, and then I'll come back 1, 2, 3 and do them. I mean, time-wise, this shouldn't take that long. You get a lot of zombies to shoot with this ball control. Every time you throw a thingy down, you're gonna get them spawn in.
Excellent work. That is one sport diverted from a passive.
These little sons of bitches ain't gonna leave me alone, are they? Okay, you wanna leave me alone now? That's why I like running thingamajig. Right, absolutely nothing in there of value. Right, we're on to the next one. So, a spore control, I mean, 3 grand, didn't take that long. Granted, I kind of smashed that one out. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I really didn't want to have a dog with me. I really didn't want to have the dog because it kind of makes it unfair now. But never mind. We're rating them easiest to difficult. So that was a spore contract. We're going to do a weapon stash next. Weapon stashes, in my opinion, and people may disagree, are one of the easiest. And I mean, obviously, the safe takes a little bit of time to drill. But what makes the weapon stash easy? Oh, this thing's knackered. What makes weapon stashes more easy is if most weapon stashes, not all, but most, have 2 entrances. So if you can block one entrance, then the zombies will only come in from one way. You'll get a couple that spawn under the floor, but for the most part, they'll always just come one way. I'm gonna have to take him out, or he's gonna be on me. So this one is worth. Oh, these are only worth 2 grand. Okay, so this one is actually worth less. I always thought they were worth the same, but okay, so that's interesting. Maybe because it's easier. The other thing, the closer you stand to the stash, the quicker it will go up. I mean, it's relative, but let's try it. Let's try it. So we'll stand right here, right next to it. It's not clocking up as seconds, you know what I mean? But it's going pretty quick. Yeah, we'll have a bit of that. Okay, so this is almost ticking up, you know, like seconds. So let's try just standing out in the corridor a bit. Okay, I'd say it's doing the same. So you can stand a little ways away from it. That's fine. My dog's out there doing damage, but that's fine. So weapon stash is only worth 2 grand. That's interesting. That makes him less likely to do than others, you know. I mean, the other positives about weapon stashes, whenever you activate one, they're always close by. You don't have to, like, if you've not got a vehicle, you don't have to travel miles. You know, you don't have to travel miles to go and get the contract. Like HVTs, they always spawn like 200-300 meters away. Try and resist the urge to move away from the safe. Right.
To
So
the
that's a
third
weapon
officer
stash
class.
done.
Proper job, Deadbolt. Your RCB.
What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? Should we do this HVT? Okay. I do not see an escort. We'd better do this escort because
Got a
it's miles
contract here.
away. I'm gonna have a little look. Oh, I'm gonna have a look to see if there's another escort somewhere else. Right, there's none there. What's that? There's one here.
Marking
Nice.
contract.
It's closer. Right. Oh wait, we're missing a tire. I could hear it in my headset. Oh man, this thing's on the verge of exploding. I'm gonna heal this at the garage, I think, across the bridge. Just there, look, on my left. I'm gonna need it to get about. We were halfway through the match. And I think I'm not sure how many contracts I've got left. Only a couple, I think. Escorts take the longest out of all. Jesus, right, this is gonna be, right, so we've just done the weapon stash. We're gonna do the escort next, so we need to do an outlast and a HVT. I'm gonna get out and kill these motherfuckers. So you're gonna leave my vehicle alone. That will do. We're on a bit of a time constraint here. So an escort and a HVT. Look at these idiots. Oh shit. Are we going to make it through there? Yeah, we'll make it through. The biggest question is my escort going to pass through that area? Doesn't matter. Oh mate, it's a fucking mercenary camp again. And I got really unlucky with some of this. A sentry gun. Oh, sentry gun! Oh, we need a breather, man. Right, we are not hanging about here.
Easy inside. Either containment vehicle ready to drop.
Well, that was crazy, to say the least.
Your job is to escort the ACV while it cleanses the
So,
area of vortexes.
usually I put sentry gun on. I'm not going to because you might not have one. Right, escorts. They're only worth $2,000 as well. That's disappointing. The good thing about escorts, like if you haven't got a dog bone, escorts will always produce, you know, the meat. I'll show you. Escorts will always produce the meat to you know, let the rover run over a few zombies. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, goodbye. You see how I waited there a second? I didn't get it straight away. I mean, granted, with a kaboom, they literally start spawning in instantly as soon as it's done. But it certainly helped get me through that first one. Most important thing is protect the rover. But $2,000, I always thought they were worth more than that. I mean, you know, you do get the points from shooting zombies, and if you need to, you know, if you want a dog, then this is definitely the best way of doing that. Let's run a few zombies over, and we'll show you. Yeah, I knew that there's a bit of meat there. Look. hit my full power because I'm just going to get another one. Could have done a better job at protecting that. There's a disciple obviously somewhere. I mean, you know, if you just stay behind the rover, it will literally run over everything in its path, and it doesn't take any damage. Oh. So really, yeah, this is definitely the best place to collect meat, you know. But the most important thing is protect the rover. I mean, there is a lot of frickin' zombies coming. Mangler's actually helping me out. Got lucky with finding that decoy there. Man, there's a ridiculous amount of zombies here. Nothing of fantastic value in there. Right, we need a vehicle. Oh my god. Okay, no, there's a vehicle there. And we need to find an outlast. Oh man, it's pretty far away. Alright, we can do this HVT and outlast. They're the last two I've got to do, and I've got 17 minutes to do it. I shouldn't think it would be a problem. Well, we're getting pretty close to the Legacy Fortress again. What a way. Every now and again you'll get one that's just faster than the others. We need a vehicle. We definitely need a vehicle. There's only one outlander, there's two outlasts. That's okay then. We need to get a move on. So far, every escorts and weapon stashes are $2,000, which makes no sense because to deliver cargo contracts are definitely the quickest, easiest, and you get more money, which is crazy. I think every contract should be worth the same. Someone's taken my HVT contract.
Got a contract here.
We'll do this outlast. Is there a HVT near it? Oh shit, I've just driven by one.
Marking contract.
Right. I'm only doing it because I'm literally passing that way. Well, I was. You can guarantee this is going to be in the opposite direction of where I want to travel. Guaranteed. So, okay, so HVTs are worth $3,000, and depending on how you know, your pack-a-punch and your gun rarity is going to be the difficulty you're going to face. I mean, I'm purple and double packed, so it's a disciple. They're actually the hardest of all. Am I just going to ram this thing? Get out. I'll leave this thing here. Yeah, I mean, but just go in there, go no mercy, balls deep, you know what I'm saying? Shoot him in the hand, he'll stop feeding on you. get out of it and I'll have a look. So HVTs, I'd say, you know, depending on your pack-a-punch level and gun rarity, HVTs are certainly one of the easiest. So if you're double packed and purple, then you're going to melt HVTs. Right, we need to do an Outlast,
Got a
and that,
contract here.
I believe, will be every contract in the game. It's almost earned me 30 grand as well by doing every contract. It's interesting. And then what we'll do is once we've done the Outlast, or maybe while we're doing it, we'll have a recap. And we've got 13 minutes left. I mean, I'd like to say I've done this as quickly as I possibly can. I mean, it certainly feels that way. I did get unlucky. I did get really unlucky with mercenary camps being like 2 mercenary camps exactly where I wanted to go. Right. This should be pretty close by. No, it's absolutely miles away. So Outlast themselves are worth 3 grand in the tier 2 zone. Like I said, I've done all these contracts in the tier 2 zone. Personally, I think Outlasts are one of the easiest to do and quicker than a weapon stash, and they're more money than a weapon stash. So, and you know, unless you're trying to get like maybe some sort of rarity weapon out of the thing, I'd say Outlasts are way better to do. I like standing here because they don't come from behind you. They only come from down there and there. Yeah, we'll have a bit of that. See, my dog disappeared a while ago. He might have died. Who knows? I mean, he might still be about. I'll have to watch and see if any kills pop up. But yeah, you know, if I had to rate all of them, I'd probably say Deliver Cargo and then Outlast. They're both worth 3 grand, and they're certainly easier. Outlast especially, I mean, you get to shoot zombies as well, so. My gun feels really sluggish. I don't know why. So that's that. Wow. What a load of shite. Whoa. Another double point. It's a bit weird. So there's 11 minutes left. I'm going to travel to Exfil. So I'm Rebel. Thank you for watching. That was every contract in the game done in tier 2, and me rating those. Yeah. But yeah, my advice is, I mean, I like doing escorts for the meat. It's good for the dog, but really and truthfully, Outlasts, HVTs, and Deliver Cargos. They're the quickest. They're the easiest, and they'll generate the most money. So I'm Rebel. Thank you for watching. And if you've enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and think about subscribing. All right, catch you next time.